Allow me to introduce you to one of the most well-crafted games I have ever played, Louisiana Simulator. This game is an exact 1-to-1 scale replica of Louisiana, complete with highly authentic wildlife and character occupations. Navigate the wondrous world of Louisiana while... Hey, if this was Louisiana, I would have been killed by alligators already. My immersion is ruined. I don't really care about whether you click like or subscribe, but if you do find enjoyment in this video, let me know in a comment because I'll read it and respond to it rather than basing my entire life off of internet metrics. Anyway, this game is classified as a battle royale, but I still struggle to call it that because it's really nothing like a typical battle royale. While the typical battle royales are what you would call PvP, Hunt Showdown is what you would call PvEVPVTVAVY. I'll be making bank when that acronym takes off. Rather than picking up loot as you go, you spend money to kit out your character or snag a random one for free before the match starts, and you play through the match with your dripped out cowboy, leaving no chance of you getting stuck with just bad loot. So if you aren't looting, what do you do when you aren't fighting enemies? Well, that's actually a bad question because the goal of Hunt Showdown isn't to kill other players, it's to hunt the bosses and escape alive with their bounties. If you happen to stumble across a player in the process, eliminate the competition like an old-timey oil baron. Or just let him go because you're a scrub and don't have the confidence to fight that guy rocking the Nitro Express elephant gun. Battle royales have always felt pretty good when you get a kill, but they feel awful when you die, which happens a lot when you start playing them. SHUNT HOEDOWN doubles down on the stressfulness, making every single headshot an insta-kill, every single sound an alert for other players and monsters, and when they eventually put you 6 feet under, you lose that character forever. All the levels, all the equipment, everything. It makes you feel like you accomplished something every time you escape alive or get a kill on another player. This sounds like torture for new players though, but it really isn't so bad. I often quit regular battle royales after getting slaughtered immediately and spending more time in the queue than in the game, but this game is different. It walks that line between high stakes and frustrating. If you keep your character because you escaped, you feel like you just pulled an orphan out of a burning building. But if you lose them, you click twice and grab a random one for free and you're back in the mix. In almost every VR game I play, you'll hear me go on a tangent about weapons, and don't worry, this is not a VR game. But it do have weapons. I love the weapons in this game. Everything plays so well on hipfire, so well on ADS, bullet speed is fantastic, and the recoil is not awful like every other game ever. There are single shots, there are semi-auto, there's a machine gun that nobody uses, there's enough guns to make John Wick wish he lived in Louisiana. All these guns are so different too. You get the exact playstyle you're looking for, and every gun is a viable option. It walks that line between letting you use a weird loadout you cooked up at 3 AM on a Discord call with strangers, while also letting you go beast mode with your hyper-optimized loadout for gamers. There's so many crazy guns in this game, and none of them feel like bad options either. Load up with custom ammo, and the types of kits in this game are virtually endless. You play with whatever kit you want, the style you want, and shoot zombies like the good Lord intended. Now, I mentioned earlier that every sound was an alert for enemies and players to come and beat the crap out of you, and that sounds like kinda normal. But this game has the best interactive sound design I've ever heard to date. Not only is the 360-degree audio the best I've ever heard, but it's used as an important gameplay feature. You sprint through a building, it gives your enemies the advantage on where you are. Stray too close to a flock of crows and they start flying away screeching. Tiptoe over the remains of a plate and that crunch you hear under your boot, maybe the crunch somebody else hears under your boot, if you know what I'm saying. Clinking chains, the rustle of grass, trudging through muddy water, the sound of a snap of a branch underfoot, the slight creak in the metal stairs, the quick tick of a reloading rifle. Everything in this game makes the slightest of sounds. And once you play this game for a while, you'll realize that silence is your greatest weapon. Or you can just goof off and yell at people over voice chat.
Guys, even though I don't know you.
Yeah. But even after all those great things, I still haven't said the best part. Did I mention that you're a cowboy that fights monsters?
Checkmate.